Hi Geminis, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their sun, moon, and rising sign in the zodiac sign of Gemini. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you. And then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the End of the World as We Know It deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. We'll get your first card for love for Gemini. First card for love for Gemini. I believe I just saw the 9 of Cups. Love card for Gemini. Love card for Gemini. Alright, this card has been coming out. This is the 3rd time in like the last few days this card has appeared. This was in the Taurus reading that I just did also too. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Right away, I'm just getting no longer investing in bullshit. No longer wasting your time on those who may possibly breadcrumb you, treat you like you're a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever option, and not make you a priority. Realizing that you may have had an Ace of Pentacles from within yourself to be able to create something new where it is getting you what it is that you do want, where you do not have to wait or feel like you have to be made to wait by anyone. Also having an Ace of Wand in your hand as well is what I get there. And then the energy of 7 will be significant, where I get that being connected to the angelic message of being on the right path. Whether this card is in reverse, with this being in reverse, this is going to be something good. So I do get that representing being on the right path and doing what's best for you. Pentacles is going to be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And I do get this being a very strong collective energy, given that this has presented itself also in the reading that I did today. On my community post section of my YouTube channel. So take what resonates for that. Let's get your money card for Gemini. Money card for Gemini. Here you have the Queen of Cups reversed. So I get a lot of you just really putting your foot down and setting boundaries. We do have strong scorpionic energy, but I also get a fucus. And I get this being about being strong in your power. Also possibly being made to be a sacrifice by others, and then this completely backfiring and being something completely different when it comes to you and you taking a stand for yourself. And so with this Queen of Cups reverse, I get this being about removing any kind of love or compassion in a situation. And leaving the feelings at home. This being in the money and the finance, this will be about leaving those feelings at home and doing the work that needs to be done when it's time to make that shmoney, honey. Cups will be water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a fucus. And I did get strong Scorpio energy. So that'll be significant for you as far as birth chart placements. I also get this, being about being mistaken, for the light that you do bring, being taken for granted, your kindness taken for weakness, and you're at a point I get here setting boundaries where you are no longer taking that or allowing that in your life because you don't deserve that, as this beautiful energy of being a Queen of Cups and being someone who's very patient, where I do get the Temperance card with this here too. And the Temperance is 14. The 2 sevens create that 14. So I get that speaking to the great amount of patience that you have put into this particular energy here, and why it is that you're no longer having the patience for what has taken place in love where you may have been breadcrumbed. And then also taking a stance here too. And then strong Pisces is wanting to come through as well here. So take what resonates for that as well. Let's get your U card for Gemini. U card for Gemini. And then I'm getting also to the polarity energy will be Capricorn, where I'm getting Queen of Pentacles energy, and that being, you know, the true representation of what's really going on here when it comes to the money. Like really leaving leaving those feelings at home, like almost as if to say, you know, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to do what I need to do to take care. U card for Gemini. And that being about really taking care of yourself. U card for Gemini. It's too many. U card for Gemini. All right. So right away I get a choice being made. Like we're dealing with past energies that have been upsetting. That not being a part of your atmosphere where there's a lack of harmony. I don't get that at all. I get you being very content with the energy of patience and also being very loving. So here I get, you know, being firm in your decisions and your choices when it comes to love. And ending something in particular related to a partnership that may have caused some kind of disharmony or lack of harmony, I should say. This is a card of Gemini. This is going to be your representation. And I just get it with this reversal here, speaking to the scorpionic energy of how it is that you're really truly setting boundaries for yourself. The polarity energy for you will be Sagittarius, and then it just goes back to that Temperance card with a great deal of patience that was wanting to come through. And then this will be a 6 energy here. And right away I'm getting putting fire to a situation that's creating a new beginning here for you as a magician. Seeing this upside down 5 here as a Roman numeral energy. Also seeing this as a triangle of fire. And that being about initiation and action. And the one being the Magician card. And that being a card of Gemini. So with this energy and this action that I got here for you, and being firm in your decision and really making a choice for yourself, it's about creating and manifesting a new beginning because you're a magician, able to do this, being very much in your power. Possibly even getting stronger off of the bullshit that you've had to deal with. And then really meaning what you say. And following through with that. Alright, let's get your major arcana. We're getting this, you know, almost too, like with what you've dealt with in the past. Being subconsciously intentional by those who have, who are hurt. That you've dealt with, that want to project that hurt onto you, and that not being your problem at all, not being your burden either. So then I feel that's where the conduit of me presenting this reading here to you is to let you know your truth, because you're, you know, probably feeling like you've been gaslit here too, but this is about the internal energy of you really knowing what's from within, because you've done the work for yourself and you know yourself best. So really sticking to and knowing your truth versus the lies of those who want to project on you coming from a lower vibration. Major arcana for Gemini. Major arcana for Gemini. I feel too this is going to be karmic return of any kind of negative intended scorpionic energy as well. And that being part of the message of what's here with all of the reversals. But then it also being a fucus energy for you too. One card for Gemini. Look at that power. The beauty of this energy. Because when the Hanging Man is upright, it's in reverse. But this card is in reverse, showing an upright hanging man who's not hanging. So this will speak to everything that I just said right before this card appeared. This confirms it. And then the red and the green will represent Taurus and Scorpio. The Scorpio energy I spoke of, and then the polarity of Scorpio being Taurus. We are beginning to move into very, very beautiful, Taurus energy, planetary-wise. But this could be relevant for any kind of Taurus energy that's happening, depending on when you pick up this reading here for yourselves. This is the energy of Pisces also too, that polarity being Virgo. So that'll be significant as far as the healing energy and being strong in yourselves, your power, your internal knowing, your wisdom, your truth. And then, relaying that out to the universe, even just vibrating it and being it. And then the universe responding, where there's a loosening of any kind of chains or whatever, connected to past connections, you removing yourself from those who have not served you, and then this being about that release. I also see, like, with these chains here, it being like jewelry almost here too. So some of you may have, like double chains on, or triple chain, whatever, that may sometimes get tangled and you have to untangle them. And that's simply what I get here. The sun energy will be significant as far as how it is that you shine. I also got this as the wheel and you being atop that wheel. We're in the Egyptian Tarot deck that I did a reading with that yesterday, and that came through as the wheel. One of the cards, I should say, came through connected to an Ace of Cups, and at the top of the wheel was a Sphinx energy. And so I get a lot of you being this energy of the Sphinx. Please look into that and see how that will resonate for you also too. And then the energy of 12, I see this as a High Priestess. And then I also see this as that 10, speaking to that wheel energy that I got connected to the sun being the happiest card of the deck. That also being about great healing, illumination, you all shining, as I said before. And then rebirth energy, moving away from what does not serve and having newness and new beginnings and newfound joy and abundance and all the happiness that you can possibly get and allow yourselves to be in a position to receive. And it's happening for you. I also get with the Pisces energy and that 12 energy, that's speaking to the newness that's coming through with connection to the zodiac signs and having mastered all of that. I did get strong Pisces here, so a lot of you may have strong Pisces in your chart. Or just being embracing the energy of Pisces and really appreciating it also too. But this is no longer, any kind of, there being any kind of 30 suspension, nothing, holding anything back connected to you, your love, your money. Like I'm hearing you're a free bird. You're also elevated here too in the skies, in the galaxies, where, it is that is your home, being at home. As within, so is without. So that also existing with you while it is that you're here in the 3D as well. And this also being seen and recognized also too. I even see like you saying goodbye to what's in your past and having that hand open to welcome in the new. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Okay, and let's get your final card. I get wholeness too. The twin energy from within you, this speaking to that with the polarity energy from the scorpionic energy and Taurus being here with the red and the green, that wholeness energy. The 7 energy also representing that there too. That being very powerful. Libra energy as well will be significant too. And I get that being connected to the beauty of the air here. And then the Venus energy. Venus being a ruler of both Libra and Taurus, which you do have here in this reading. And that just being quite delightful. All right, let's get your final card for Gemini. And I feel like, too, I'm getting, why not look at the bottom? Because the bottom is the bottom. And I feel this is speaking to elevation and what's at the top. For this particular reading, I'm just picking that up and that being significant message for a lot of you. And how far it is you've come, the work that you've done, and the focus that you continue on and maintain for yourselves. Increasing in this here, too. Gemini. One card for Gemini. Also being no one's sacrifice as well. Where I did pick that up with these reversals in that 3D sense. You're not. Gemini. One card. That might be the title. I do have a potential title here for you. Well, we'll take a look. I'll take it. All right, very nice. We have Crescent. So this is the phase that's right after the new moon. We do have a new moon that's upcoming on the 17th. I think this is perfect. I think it's perfect. One thing I noticed that I didn't do, there were a couple of cards where I'm really flighty. It could be why that card landed there on Pisces. Pisces being completely imaginative, very dreamy and magical, and sometimes, flighty. And that just applying to the 3D, it just meaning, Pisces is here but not really here. And I have Pisces moon in my chart. This is going to be relevant for whoever and why I'm saying this to begin with. But I did this for Scorpio, and I didn't put, I left the moon energy without anything on the inside here. But I feel like I do things subconsciously and then into the physical for a reason. So there's a reason why this is like this too. And so I get this being about the newness and a new phase that's happening for you, where it's meant for you to create and to put into that moon energy what it is that you want. And that being a part of the Piscean energy and the imagination and the dreaminess, and this being about your dreams and, the seed that you've planted and nurturing those seeds, continuing to do that, and then seeing great result. Great result. This is wonderful here. Being very much in your power to create the world that you wish to see. So I get with the new moon and that being about planting new seeds, setting new intentions, really nurturing that. Even if, it's almost like having faith here too. Now faith is the evidence of things unseen. I get that strongly. So take what resonates for that. And then, let's see. So foundation, resistance, resources will be important as far as this energy. Connected to planning. Oh, no, that's what it is. Okay, so Hebrews 11:1, that just came to me. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. That's the full entire scripture that wanted to be relayed here for you. So take what resonates for that too. But the key word that I'm getting from these 3 words here, the 3 energy being significant, connected to the 3 cards here for you, where it could apply in order here too. Foundation of love and loving yourselves, not waiting on anyone, because you don't wait on yourself. I mean, it's just not waiting on anyone who's going to disrespect you. It's not waiting, period. You shouldn't have to wait for anything, especially when it comes to love. And then, possibly, having resistance when it came to finances. That being part of why we have this wanted to be projected energy towards you, to have you feeling or looking a certain way about yourself when you know your truth from within, and that's what matters the most. And that meaning coming through here for your reading. So resistance to those who have wanted to project onto you what doesn't belong to you, and those being the burdens of those people. And then resources, you being very resourceful. I did get the Queen of Pentacles for those of you that resonate with this reading. So I do get that being important, connected to you and your decisions and you making a choice when it comes to your happiness and your peace, knowing the true energy from within you as that resourceful energy of the Magician. Snaps. And then the keywords will be venture, gather, fortify, prepare, filter, externalize, advance, and expand. All the energy of the Empress energy, but I especially get this being connected to the channeled energy of the Queen of Pentacles for you. And that crescent phase being significant, coming right after the new moon. So I feel for some of you, you may be asking question on a good time for this particular energy of this reading, but then also when it's good for you to do your best works, or what may even be coming towards you in a significant way due to the seeds that you've planted and just how majestic it is that you are and how quick things are beginning to manifest for you, and it being in no time once those seeds are planted, because you have advanced so much in your magical abilities here. This is so beautiful. And that's your reading, Geminis. The channeled energy that I do have that might possibly be a part of the title here is roses are red. The significance of the R is going to be significant. And that being about the meaning of what things are for you rather than what they are for someone else. And then the 3 energy, that's very interesting. That came through a couple of times here, connected to the cards that we have here for you. And then the 3 energy from this. The 3 being the Empress card in the Major Arcana, and that just speaking to even more of your power. The energy of roses will also be significant. I just saw 2222 as well on the time clock here for this reading. But the energy of these R's is going to be significant. The roses are connected to Scorpio. Even a fucus I'm getting as well, and then the death card, and that's possibly why, because that's a card of 13. That was also in the reading that I did today in my community post section. But the rose is a significant symbol in the death card for most tarot decks, depending on the tarot deck, related to both Scorpio and a fucus being the 13th sign, and that 13 being the card of the death card in the Major Arcana. That is a Scorpio card. Okay, so, and then red will be also more Scorpio. It'll also be Aries. That one could definitely represent that too, and a lot of you manifesting your true emperor as the Empress and being very much in your power. And that being a part of what you've manifested, the fire, that being the Aries energy as well. This is so cool. Aries being a fire sign. That's awesome. So manifesting your new emperor, or a new person, a new cycle connected to a emperor energy who's going to be more on your level as an empress. Congratulations. That is completely wonderful and fabulous. That whole channel was completely bae. And then don't forget the R energy. That'll be significant. I did also get Toys R Us too. So toys will be significant. That could be connected to children for some of you. I got rest and relaxation as well. And then restoration could probably be for that other R. Take what resonates for you though. And then the importance of roses, utilize that. I feel some of you are doing that already. If you're not, you may want to incorporate that with your beautiful magic. Geminis, this was your wonderful reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.